Hi team, I hope you're all well today. I'm so excited to start this video. It is currently Tuesday the 21st of October and today is Good Spirits Release Day by BK Borison, and I have been very, very lucky to get an early copy of this book from the publisher. The audiobook comes out today. It's out actually. I have it downloaded on my phone ready to go. And today I am going to be reading this book. I'm so excited. I did get my Christmas sweaters from Stitches yesterday, and I have put my all booked for Christmas sweater on. Is it still October? Yes, it is. Does it go with the book? Yes, it does. I literally am so excited. I've read everything by BK Borison so far and loved everything. Not everything has been 5 stars, but for the most part, most of them have. So more of them have than have not. And I'm just so excited to have this book. Very excited. Also, I will mention, I don't think it's necessarily a Scrooge. It may be a Scrooge like reimagining or retelling, but A Christmas Carol is one of my favourite classics of all time. I read it every single year at Christmas, so very excited for this one. The synopsis of it says, "He's the ghost of Christmas past, but she's not exactly Scrooge. Nolan Callahan intends to spend this holiday season exactly like every other, haunting the terrible people of Annapolis in his aimless existence as the ghost of Christmas past. Harriet York is a good person, or at least she tries to be. A people pleaser to her core, she always does what's expected of her. So when Nolan is assigned the sweeter-than-candy canes antique shop owner for his holiday haunting, neither of them have any idea why. To escape one another, Harriet and Nolan must unravel the threads that bind them together all by Christmas Eve. Hand in hand, they uncover each other's pasts. But why is it that Nolan doesn't want to let go? And might Harriet be the key to giving the ghost of Christmas past a future?" Sign me up, I'm so excited. If it wasn't for the fact that I'd gotten an early copy from HQ, shout out to them for sending me an early copy, I'm so excited. But if it wasn't for the fact that I had this early copy and I'm actually going to a BK Borison event next week in Liverpool, I would probably save this for the end of November/December as a Christmas read. But I am going to the BK Borison event next week and I did get an early copy, so we're doing it now in my Christmas sweater in the middle of October, and I'm not sorry about it. So yeah, very excited. I have a matching bookmark with Harriet on one side and Nolan on the other, and the book does have a signed book plate in it, and I have another copy coming today as well from Book Lovers Bookshop in Edinburgh. So that was my indie copy. That was my that was my independent bookshop copy. My order from an independent bookshop. The only pre-order I had at this book. I really wanted the Afterlight copy, but alas, they put it in a box with a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't want, and I wasn't paying 60 quid for it. So I do not have a matching copy to match all of my BK Borison Afterlight books, which is really sad, and I'm actually pretty miffed off about, but it is what it is. So yeah, very excited about reading this one. In this vlog, you will also get the event that I go to next week. I will film some stuff about that. This will be very similar to like the Uncharmed video that I did when I went to see Lucy Jane Wood in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. So it's going to be very similar to that. Maybe some book shopping. I'm not guaranteeing anything. Maybe some cozy activities as well. We will see. But I think I'm going to try and annotate this one as well. So I have just thrown some tabs together for this. And although I don't have any like glaringly red tabs, which I probably wouldn't use anyway necessarily because I don't know if it necessarily fits the vibe, I feel like I've done all right. We've got, you know, the pinky colour, we've got a blue, a peachy colour for like their faces and her hair, and then we've got like the green for the sweater, and yellow is just for like the middle of the flowers. So I'm really excited and I cannot wait to read this book, so I'm going to get to it because I have 35 minutes of this sprint left and I'm going to go. So let's go. Hello, it is 1:45 I'm here with a little update. I have made it to page 59. This is a lot slower going than I thought it was going to be, which is absolutely fine. I do have the whole day to get through this, but I do need to go downstairs now and potter about a little bit, get some lunch made and clean the kitchen up a little bit. So I am going to go back to the book that I was reading for my actual weekly vlog, which I don't really want to go back to, but I'm tabbing this up anyway. So if I was just listening to the audio of this, I would just continue on with it, but I'm tabbing it, so that doesn't really help me too much. Really enjoying it so far. Absolutely loving Nolan and Harriet and their first meeting when she first met Nolan and completely did not believe that he was a ghost was hilarious. And I'm just really enjoying their vibe so far. It looks like Harriet has maybe had a little bit of a tumultuous relationship with her mother as she's grown up, and then it's bled into hers and her sister's relationship a little bit, which seems like a shame, but I'm interested to see where this is going to go. The narration for Nolan, he is Irish, and the narrator for it is fantastic, and I'm really enjoying it, but for me, just a little bit too slow and 2 times speed, which I think is slowing me down just a little bit, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm listening to it on BookBeat. I'm not gonna use a credit on it when it's available on BookBeat, so I'll just continue on 2 times speed. However, I have had my parcel come from Book Lovers Bookshop, which is their version of this book. I don't think there's anything particularly special about it. Let me put this on my sweater. I don't think there's any sprayed edges or anything. I think I just have some extra little bits with this and then a signed book plate. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this edition, because I don't actually really need this edition if there's nothing else special about it. So we'll see. Because I already have an edition that I'm currently annotating. I would like a copy of the Works edition though. That would be nice. So in here we do have a thank you from Book Lovers Bookshop. I obviously wasn't expecting to get a copy from the publisher, so I do have the exact same copy with the exact same book plate in here. So maybe I do like a giveaway or something. I don't know. Maybe there will be a giveaway in this vlog. I'll have a think about it and let you know what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, exact same with the same book plate and everything. Like I've put the book plate in here for mine. So maybe a giveaway could happen or something, but I wanted the extra bits that it came with. So we do have this stunning art print, which is absolutely beautiful and has Nolan and Harriet on it. It is double-sided. So cute. This is their first meeting. Very, very adorable. That's stunning. I actually shared that the other day on Instagram. I didn't realise that was the illustration we were going to get. So cute. And then we have the tarot cards as well for both Harriet and Nolan. So we've got the Sailor and the Believer. Aren't they stunning? I'm obsessed with Harriet. I think she's so beautiful, but Nolan is stunning as well. And again, double-sided. So that's the reason why I got mine from Book Lovers Bookshop. Again, didn't anticipate actually getting a copy from the publisher, so I would have cancelled this if it wasn't for the extras. I'm like quite happy to pay the $9.99 for the extras and do a giveaway on this maybe. So I think that's what I might end up doing. I will let you know what the plan is with that. Maybe it'll go up on Instagram. Maybe the giveaway will have already happened. I will let you know what I plan to do with it. But yeah, my next copy of this has come in. But yeah, I need to go and make some lunch, so I'm going to do that now, and I will check back in with you and have another update on the book. Okay, hello. It is currently BK Borison Day. I will be setting off any minute, actually. I really need to just come on and give you a quick review of Good Spirits before I set off, because I haven't done that yet. I did finish it the other week, last week, whenever it was. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I just loved the relationship between our 2 main characters, and I loved the little bits and bobs that you got that were trickled through that came circling back at the end. I just thought it was really sweet. It was very festive. It was such a nice take on the traditional A Christmas Carol, which is a story that I absolutely love and I tend to reread every single year. So I just thought it was stunning. As always, BK Borison's writing was fantastic, and I just really loved the magic of this book. It was so beautiful, and loved the writing style and the characters and everything. I'm very excited to see who we get next in the next book, because this is a series. I think it's a trilogy. So I'm really excited to see who we're going to get in the next book. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was so, so good. BK Borison, can't do anything wrong, honestly. She's amazing. I'm very excited about meeting her this evening. Sangu Mandana is also going to be there. So I have my annotated copy of Good Spirits in my bag, along with my 2 US copies of Very Secret Society of Regular Witches and Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping I have annotated, but I haven't reread Very Secret Society of Regular Witches like I was hoping to annotate it. So it is what it is. I have already read it. It was just that it was a year or 2 ago when it came out. So yeah, but I'm ready to go. It is currently pigging it down and I am getting the train. So I need to remember my brolly and I need to get going and get myself on the train. I'm going to do a little bit of book shopping while I am in Liverpool. The Liverpool Waterstones is huge, but I want to see if I can also nip to the works and see if I can get a sprayed edge copy of Good Spirits. So I'm hoping that I can manage that. I'm also picking a copy of Good Spirits up at Waterstones. It comes with some goodies, so it made sense to get a copy. Like I say, I wasn't expecting to get a copy of Good Spirits from the publisher. So, you know, I have a couple extra copies now. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. Maybe the giveaway will have already happened. I don't know. So I do have a copy upstairs that's extra. I'm going to have the copy from here today that's extra. I do want to get the Works sprayed edge edition if I can, because I'm not going to end up with the Illumicrate one by the looks of things, because they're selling it in an actual entire box and not on its own, which is annoying as hell. So yeah, it is what it is. So I need to get going. It's currently almost 3:15 and my train is at 20 to 4 and I need to get to the station. So I need to get going and I will see you probably when I'm back from the event, maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, in a few days' time. I have a busy couple of days coming up. So whenever it is that I will see you, but I will show you any goodies that I get and you will have a bunch of B-roll now. So enjoy.
We did it. That wasn't a bad start. I'm waiting for the day it happened.
It kind of feels like we were walking to our wedding.
We did. I feel like we should have some like.
Okay, hello. It is the next day after the event. I had such a good time last night. I will say it was very quiet during the talking moment between BK Borison and Sangu Mandana. You almost had to like strain to hear them. Speakers could have done with being turned up a little bit. We were inside Waterstones near the cafe and Waterstones is still open till 8 p.m. So it was still relatively busy-ish in Waterstones and they speak so softly that it wasn't that loud in there. So I did end up going to the works before I went to Waterstones to pick up a works edition, and while walking in I noticed that a bunch of people were like stopped in the doorway taking pictures of the Good Spirits like section and everything. They had their own little stand, and suddenly when I looked around to see what they were doing I realised it was BK Borison stood in front of me. And I was like, holy fucking shit, Bex is stood in front of me. So I did get a copy of the Waterstones one with the sprayed edges. She was in there signing and I don't know what I was thinking, but I should have got this signed while I was in there because she was only doing 2 books at the event. So I should have got this signed while I was in there, but I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't end up doing it. So I thought I would treat myself to this edition because I'm not haven't got the Illumicrate one, which I'm really mad about because I have all of BK Borison's other Illumicrate books. So I'm mad about that one. I'm really hoping that the sale did so terribly that they will end up selling them on individually as book only. I think it will piss a lot of people off, but I'm really hoping that they end up doing that. So I'm holding out hope that that will happen, but we'll see. But otherwise, I did get the work sprayed edition. And then I did end up walking away with another, well, 3 copies. I've now got 4 copies in total. So I've got the Works one, which I'm keeping. I have my annotated one, which was sent to me by the publisher HQ. Thank you to them for sending it me, which I do have the book plating because I already put it in. I don't know what I was thinking. And then she has signed it to Steph from BK. So adorable. And then I have 2 other copies. So this happened because I had one pre-ordered because of the incentives that you got with it, and then the other one was for the event itself because it came with a really cute little ghosty pin. How adorable is this? So I got it for the pin. There was no need for me to do that whatsoever. It did come with a bookmark as well, but she didn't have many left. So I said to her, keep my bookmark because I already got one from the publisher. I didn't need 2. So I'm actually, I think, going to do a giveaway with one of these. The other one I do have signed for a friend. Let me cover her name up because her birthday is after this video going up. So I did get this one signed for a friend. So my 2 books that I got signed were the annotated one for me and then this one for a friend. So I didn't even get like 2 books signed for myself from Bex. But yeah, that one is for her birthday later on in November. And then this one comes with a signed book plate, which I got for the incentives from the indie bookstore. So I think I'm going to do a giveaway for this one probably over on Instagram at some point, maybe late November. I don't know. Maybe I need to do it now. But I'm probably going to do a giveaway for that one over on Instagram. And then I also got my Sangu Mandana book signed as well. Sangu Mandana and BK Borison together are so fucking funny. So I did get this one signed, which is very cute indeed. And then this one, like this. So cute. Did I do illustrations? Oh, I did, along the top. Those are my illustrations. This is her. She loved my tabs. I'm really sad I didn't get a chance to reread this one in October so that I could tab it up. I just did not end up having the time to be able to sit and tab this up. So I hope at a later date at some point. And now I've got my US copies signed. She was buzzing about that as well. She was like, oh my God, US copies. I said, well, I have the Fairy Loot edition of Irregular Witches. And she went, and Magical Innkeeping hasn't come out yet. And I was like, no. So I brought my US ones that I've annotated of Magical Innkeeping. So I thought I would just show you very quickly all the incentives that I got as well. So with my pre-order from, I can't remember the name of the bookstore that I got my pre-order from. So I will just leave it on screen. Hopefully I will remember enough to put it on screen. But I got the tarot cards for the Believer and the Sailor, which are double-sided. Absolutely stunning, and I'm obsessed with those. And then I got this print as well, which is also double-sided. Want to see if I can get a frame and put these on the wall during festive season. And then from HQ, HarperCollins themselves, who sent me the copy that I ended up reading, I did get the bookmark as mentioned. I got this print with a greetings from the Department of Hauntings and Spirits on the back from Bex. And then I also got this print of the Crow's Nest, which has like a postcard side as well, which are beautiful. Again, would love to, I really want to put the Crow's Nest up on the wall for sure, even if nothing else goes up on the wall. But yeah, love all of those incentives. And then like I say, yesterday from Waterstones, I did get the ghosty pin as well. I do have a ghosty badge. I might send that to my friend with the book because that's cute. So yeah, I did do a little bit of book shopping while I was in Waterstones. Didn't do too much. Like I say, I did get the Works edition of Good Spirits. I didn't pick anything else up. I was too, I think, flabbergasted at the fact that BK Borison had walked in front of me. I didn't even look. So I got that, and then I did a little bit of book shopping in Waterstones, not too much. Me and Andy actually had a voucher from Matt and Tara from last year. It's one of those all-in-one vouchers where you can shop at like multiple different places. Waterstones take the voucher, and it's about to run out in November. So I said to him, do you want me to just take this? I'll send you half of it in cash, and I will just use it at Waterstones when I'm going. So he said, yeah, do that. So I did, when I walked in, find myself a copy of this with the sprayed edges. This is the Waterstones exclusive edition that is completely sold out online, and I wasn't expecting to see this in store. I was like, okay, I've missed out on the pre-order. It is what it is. I won't get it. I'll just get a normal copy. But no, managed to get it. Managed to snag a copy. It was there on the table when I walked in. And then when I met up with Holly and Lauren later on, I saw Holly first and she said, "You're not going to believe what I've just snagged." And I went, "Is it the Wolf King by any chance?" And she went, "Yeah, did you get a copy too?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Sorry," as soon as I walked in. And I'd missed the pre-order, so I'd talked myself down from being annoyed about missing the pre-order. But then I saw it and I was like, "Oh my God, I've got to get it." And she said, "No, I did the exact same thing." She said, "But I've been coming in for the last 2 weeks looking for it and they've not had it. And I've been checking online as well." And I was like, incredible. So we were both buzzing. Then Lauren turned up and she said, "I've just been looking at that downstairs. They've got one copy left." I said, "Go and get it." So we all ended up with a copy, which is great. Rachel did not, unfortunately. There wasn't another one left, but we did end up with copies. So that's exciting. I did get a copy of that. And then I also got a copy of Overdue by Stephanie Perkins. I just saw it in the shop, got excited, and then picked it up and then I couldn't be bothered to go back downstairs to put it back on the shelf. And I didn't just want to leave it lying around the shop. It's not, courteous to do that in a bookstore. So I ended up picking it up and I'm not mad about it, but this could have stayed on my wish list. My birthday is coming up and so is Christmas. It could have stayed on my wish list. Alas, I've got it now. I am excited about reading this one though, and it does feel like maybe an autumnal vibe book, so maybe I could squeeze this in November. We'll see. But I'm excited that I did pick it up. I just didn't need to. It was unnecessary, but it is what it is. And then I also got myself a new colouring book while I was in there as well. I spotted this and this looks really, really cute. It looks very, very cozy. I think my favourites out of these actually are the birthday one, the 14th of February birthday one. This one, and then the very last one, which is a Christmassy one, is so, so cute. Oh no, that isn't the very last one. Oh, I hadn't seen that one. I thought the very last one was the Christmas one. It is. I'm just being dumb. This, look how cute that is. So yeah, I picked this up. I'm currently flying through my current Coco Wayu one. I do have a couple of others, but the quality of them isn't as nice. And they're looking a little bit more busier than these ones and a little bit more complicated and like I would get bored. Whereas these, I really stick them out and I get very excited by them. So I'm looking forward to having another one of these. I have added a few to my wish list, so we'll see if I get any more. But yeah, I'm excited. It was a great event. I had a really good time. I don't think I got as many clips as I hoped I would because, again, you couldn't really hear them. So I couldn't really get clips that you guys would be able to listen to. And then I felt like it would have been pointless me filming too much of the actual chatty bit because, A, you can't hear them, and B, I'm sat in the same position. So it would have just been the same thing over and over again. So yeah, I did get a picture with Bex and Sangu and it was really cute and we had a good time. I also got a picture with Lauren, Holly and Rachel as well. So I will post that here. I'm going to have to ask Rachel to send that over, but I'll post it here as well. It's so cute. Those girls are really, really sweet and I'm so glad that I met them at the Lucy Jane Wood event earlier on in October because Lauren approached me and she'd met Holly and Rachel the night before, so at a different event. So I've ended up finding a really nice group of girls there that go to quite a few of the Liverpool events, which is really nice. So I think I would have taught myself out of going to that event yesterday if it wasn't for the fact that I knew Lauren, Holly and Rachel were going, because I was just ready for staying home cozy. I've got 2 back-to-back shifts at the pub this weekend and I was ready to have like a cozy, full-blown cozy day at home yesterday. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I did go out, but I enjoyed it nonetheless and it was a good time. So I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I went to the event. I loved Good Spirits. It was so good. And obviously the Sangu Mandana books I've read previously, I've really enjoyed them. So yeah, there wasn't that much Christmas cheer to put in this video because obviously it's Halloween. Like, the day I went to the event yesterday was the day before Halloween. Today is Halloween. So there's not a great deal of Christmas cheer that I can give you in this video to make it more of a themed Christmassy video. But alas, it is what it is. Sangu Mandana had a Christmas sweater on. It's about as Christmassy as it was going to get. But I hope you have enjoyed this video nonetheless. I can't recommend Good Spirits enough. I really loved Harriet and Nolan. They are such beautiful characters individually, but when they come together, they truly bring out the best in each other. They really, really do. And the kind of like trauma that we explore with Harriet as well, the mummy issues that she's got, are quite familiar, I will say. I related on many a different level to Harriet. She is supposed to be a recovering people pleaser that is not quite recovering. She is a people pleaser to her core and she just cannot help herself, but she's such a beautiful soul and I adore her. And I think Nolan is, although very grumpy fisherman that died over 100 years ago, he is, again, such a beautiful soul that just really needed to find someone to help bring the light out in him again. And I think the story was stunning. And I'm very excited to get to the second one. When that eventually comes out, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I can't wait to continue on with this series. I just love BK's writing style. I think she's got such a great writing style. It's so wonderful to read. I did say to her that I ended up smashing my way through Good Spirits in a day, and she was like, I love hearing that from people, but at the same time it took me over a year to write this story. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. She went, no, do not worry about it, but it's so nice to hear that people loved it so much they couldn't put it down. But at the same time, like, it took me so long. It was a labour of love, and sometimes you kind of wish that it would take people just as long to get through. Obviously, that's not really realistic. For some people, maybe it is, but it's not really realistic. But I get what she's saying. I felt immediately bad. And she was like, no, don't feel bad. I love that you smashed it out in a day. But, you know, it took me over a year to write. So, yeah. I had a great time at the event, had a great time reading the book, had a great time shopping. I hope this video comes out okay. I did do one of these earlier on in October for the Lucy Jane Wood event for the book Uncharmed. So if you wanted to see another one, I did do one dedicated to that book. I have done Ultimate book videos previously. I think I did do one for the more recent Abby Jimenez Say You'll Remember Me earlier on this year. I'll leave links to them in the description box down below. This isn't a video idea that is my idea. I got this idea from Hayley Pham, so go and check her out. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this and I had a great time reading Good Spirits, going to the event, doing book shopping. So I hope you have enjoyed. Chat to me in the comments down below and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye for now.